Hello world. Today I wanted to give you a quick video on some basic shortcuts that can really speed up your workflow if you're new to FL Studio. First off, I wanted to discuss multiple ways of selecting both inside the playlist and the mixer as well as the piano roll. You can use Control to select any of the playlists that you need to inside of the piano roll, but an even easier way is to use Control Shift to select multiple, and this works both inside of the channel rack, the mixer, and the piano roll as well as the playlist. Something that also works everywhere and is even easier way to select whatever you need to select is to just hold Control and drag it over what you would like to select. The next shortcut that you're going to want to know is copy and paste. A lot of these shortcuts are similar to Adobe Suite, and this is no different. Control C is to copy and Control V is to paste. But an even easier way to copy and paste is to select everything and hold Shift and just drag it where you want it, and that'll make a duplicate of whatever you selected. And to select everything, you just use Control A, either within your playlist or inside of your piano roll. This also works inside of the piano roll if you were trying to duplicate your piano notes. Speaking of duplication, instead of holding Shift or copying pasting, as long as you have the area selected that you'd like to duplicate, you can just use Control B to duplicate it all at once. This can be used both in the piano roll and the playlist as well if you're just trying to duplicate patterns inside of the playlist. So let's say you wanted to combine all these patterns together instead of having them all separate. One super easy way to do that is Control Shift G. This will combine all your patterns together and give you a clean singular pattern like so. If you want to solo your tracks in the channel rack, playlist, or mixer, you can do so just by holding Alt and clicking. For some reason in the playlist you have to right click, but everywhere else you could just left click. Another thing that's useful about Alt is you can unsnap to the grid by holding Alt while dragging. As you can see, as I drag right now, it's snapped to the grid, but if I hold Alt while I'm dragging, I can freely move it wherever I want to, and that'll really speed up your workflow so you do not have to keep changing the quantization in the upper left. Another quick tip that can really help: if you want to reuse a plugin or VST with the exact same settings, you can just hit Alt-C to clone it inside of your channel rack. This will bring up an identical version of whatever plugin or sound you were using. And then you can use the selection tool that I showed you earlier to copy, delete it from the one, and then paste it into the other. And to delete it, all you have to do is click the delete button, and that'll delete whatever you have selected. And now, as you can see, we have two separate versions of the same sound. Copying and pasting doesn't just work inside the playlist. You can also copy and paste entire piano rolls just by using Control C and Control V inside of the channel rack. It allows you to quickly test what sounds you like without having to delete your initial sound at all. Alt left clicking allows you to solo a track and hear it on its own, and then you can just Alt left click again to unsolo it so you can hear all the tracks playing together once again. If you don't want your patterns to be merged, you can simply go to patterns and split by channel, and this will re-separate them again for you. I know these are basic shortcuts, but these are things that really help me speed up my workflow in FL Studio, and I hope they helped you. If you want a more advanced version with some more piano roll specific shortcuts, then let me know and I'd be more than happy to help. But I hope this helped you guys, and peace.